Hey everybody, what's going on? This your boy Ciege with my main man E Carter, and this is sports, entertainment, and extra
Extra
shit.
cheese.
Back for another episode. My apologies, we missed y'all last week. We just had a lot of stuff going on. How you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm struggling, but I'm doing good.
Yeah,
My
you want to
boys
get that
is
out?
hurt. I know we're gonna get into that later, but my boys is hurt. 1-3.
As a matter of fact, that's cool that you said we could get into it later. I already talking about your boys that's hurt. Let's go ahead and get into it. Injuries and impact. Go ahead, sound off, bro. Get into it.
But before I get to talk about us, nigga, it's a lot of people that's a lot of teams going with a lot of injuries. Brock Purdy is out. Uh, I believe he's it. The last thing I've seen, he is out for the night. So I think Mac Jones is starting. Neighbors is out for with an ACL. Matabike, he out for the year with a neck injury. Nobody ever specified on what the injury actually was. If they have, I haven't seen. So, um, guys watching and listening, um, drop it in the comments if you heard what his actual neck injury is. But because I haven't heard what his actual neck injury is, they just always say neck and done for. So who knows about him? Tyreek Hill just broke his leg.
Man, crazy.
It's a it's a Reynolds. Joe pretty much done. Joe Burrow done. He got turf toe. He needs surgery. So we
Yes,
might
sir.
not see Joe. We probably not gonna see Joe the rest of the year. It's a wrap for him. It's like any football, every football fan, whether you played it, watch it, a fan of it, not a fan of it, injuries and being hurt is a part of the game. Everybody's hurt. All right. Everybody. But it's a difference between being hurt and being injured. So right now, I think as far as being hurt, I think it's a couple of teams that's taking a big hit. I believe us number one, and I believe also San Fran, which we'll see a little bit better tonight. You know what I'm saying? As they play without Brock Purdy with Mac Jones back there, and they got a couple other people injured too that I didn't quite look up. I want to say a couple of people on offense is hurt too, but we got linemen out. So now I can get to my Baltimore Ravens. We limping in. You know what I'm saying? We limping in here into the week, into Sunday, bro. Like Lamar hamstring, Ronnie Stanley ankle, Matabike neck. I think Van Noy hamstring, Humphrey calf, Wiggins elbow. That's not even counting the people that was hurt before the season started. Pat
Right.
Ricard hurt. You know, he ain't hurt, but he playing hurt. Falalele. Boy, I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to change his name to something. It ain't about to be whatever his real name is. Funnel cake. That's what it's about to be. That's what he's playing
Funnel
like.
cake, though, that's crazy.
Funnel cake with the powder sugar. I just watched How High the other day with the baby
Yeah.
powder. But that's how he getting treated, bro. Hey, look, they're not. I could go on a rant, bro, with us, bro. Besides the injuries, so, but as far as like the impact, I think it takes us the biggest hit, man. We got to start Cooper Rush this week. Lamar Jackson's supposed to be out for the next 2 to 3 weeks, hopefully. But we all know that hamstring injuries linger, and they can always come up to something else. So, hopefully, uh, hopefully they hopefully it's 2 weeks and not three. You know what I'm saying? Not Matt Jones, Cooper Rush. He won some games in Dallas when he had to start there. So it's like it's like, all right, I'm trying to be optimistic about the situation, but at the same time, man, your backup is your backup for a reason.
Sure.
It's not too many teams that have backups that could be starters somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have to give Derrick Henry a daily. It's gonna have to be a daily dose of Derrick Henry until Lamar come back. We're gonna be the Titans. We're gonna play like the Titans back in the day where they had who was your boy quarterbacking back in the day? Oh man, I want to say Chad Pennington, but I know it wasn't him.
You said the Titans.
Yeah,
Shit, the only
Ryan
Titans.
Tannehill.
Yeah, I was gonna say Titans is Tannehill or before Tannehill, McNair and all them.
Yeah, nah, I'm
Any
thinking
of note,
Tannehill.
anybody of note anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cooper Rush has got to do his best Tannehill impression with Derrick Henry for like
right.
3 weeks. But I think we take the biggest hit. I think right after us, it's probably San Francisco. Because like I said, they got a lot of they're a playoff caliber team. Like some of these playoff
Yeah.
caliber teams taking these injuries. That's the issue.
San Francisco's injury list is wild. They missing well the ones that's gonna be out. Robert Bill Jr. our defensive end, he gonna be out. Juwan Jennings been out, the wide receiver. They need him.
Yep.
Ricky Pearsall, the other wide receiver, out. Brock Purdy out. Jordan Watkins, another wide receiver, out.
Yeah.
DT CJ West, one of their defensive tackles, out. Like they missing a lot of players too. And then I'm looking at the Vikings got a lot of injuries. Of course, J.J. McCarthy, Christian Darrisaw, the tackle, fullback C.J. Harm or C.J. Ham. I said C.J. Harm. That's crazy. Donovan Jackson, guard. Ryan Kelly, they center. They missing Brian O'Neill, they other tackle. They missing linebackers. They get killed. Like and a lot of these guys on their roster, they got some guys who are backups, of course. But Ryan Kelly, J.J. McCarthy, two linebackers, which is Dallas Turner and Andrew Van Ginkel. Like that's wild. Like so many players out, and even us, we missing. We're gonna miss Mike Hall this week. Defense. Joe Batonio was injured. Malik Collins was injured, but they both looks like they participated in practice. And then we missing. We already was missing JOK. So Wosu, Martin Emerson, we missing him. Greg Newsom, he got hurt and he was limited in practice to say here. So yeah, man, it's a lot of different teams that's missing people. Eagles, they missing one of their best players. He got hurt, but it looked like he participated in practice. Jalen Carter, and then y'all, this is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. This Lamar
missing.
Jackson, Ronnie Staley, Matabike, Van Noy, Humphrey, Wiggins, Pat Ricard.
Kyle Hamilton didn't participate. Awuzie didn't participate.
That's new information to me. What the hell happened to Kyle?
Yeah, Kyle Hamilton ain't participate in practice. Humphrey didn't participate. Lamar didn't participate. Roquan, Ricard.
Yeah, bro, I forgot to put him down. He out with a hamstring too.
Well, it looked like most of the other people had limited. A few of the other ones had limited participation, like Nate Wiggins had limited. Emory Jones, y'all tackle, was limited. But everybody else that I named beforehand didn't participate. Awuzie didn't participate. Hamilton didn't participate. Hump didn't participate. Lamar Jackson didn't participate. So it's like, bro, like, what are they doing?
Right.
Here?
Like,
what is he doing here?
So if you're talking about, if you're asking me about impact, like, you know what I'm saying, that's the topic, the injuries and the impact. For me, it's really the biggest impacts come to with these playoff contenders or playoff caliber teams like us, which was, but in the offseason, we was considered a top Super Bowl contender to win it all. Now they writing us off already. Like, hey, we know they're injured, but they ain't playing good. Nah, they not about to do nothing. Like, dang, hold on, bro. It's a whole lot. It's a long season. You act like everybody who won the Super Bowl went undefeated or only lost 2 games. Like, I'm pretty sure some people don't won the Super Bowl at like 12-5. You know what I mean? So it's like all you gotta do is get in.
Yeah.
Don't count us out now, but it's just crazy, man. That when that injury bug, you never know when that injury bug is gonna hit, and it's kind of reminding me of that season where all our whole running back core went out. But the only difference is it was a running back core and our DBs was hurt. So it's like it's reminding me of that, but it's like it's a little bit of everybody. Even though our secondary got hit once again, Humphrey, Wiggins, Like you just said, Kyle Hamilton. You know what I'm saying? I think Kyle Hamilton gonna play
Yeah.
because I didn't see anything on him. That was new news for me. But and then you got
Yeah,
Joe Burrow.
and just because somebody don't necessarily participate in practice doesn't mean that they'll be out. Like the game status on some of these guys, and this is according to NFL.com on the injuries here. Just to get them their credit is what I'm looking at. I'm flipping between them and just typing in NFL research or whatever. But according to the NFL.com injury list, a lot of those guys, it doesn't say that their status is that they're actually out. It just says that they are injured and they did not participate in practice. Or it says,
Right.
it tells you their status like limited or did not participate, that kind of thing. But man, I don't know, because I'm looking at, so of course Lamar Jackson is a bigger, a way better player than just about everybody in the league. But I'm looking at Tampa Bay's injury list too, and the injury list, they got Levante David on there. Where he was limited, it looks like. Mike Evans is hurt. Chris Godwin is hurt, but it looks like they'll be getting him back soon. Logan Hall, defensive end, limited. Bucky Irvin just got hurt. I saw that a couple of days ago where he got hurt. They're running back, so that's a blow. Then they got Baker Mayfield didn't practice. So yeah, Sterling Shepard didn't practice, which I don't know how much he'll be in the offense or whatever throughout the year, because of course Emeka Ibuka is a beast, but that's another story for another day. But yeah, so they got some injuries too. I will have to agree with you though, with missing a player like Lamar, you just can't. It's just rough. So I understand why people are saying like, well, look at their record, and Lamar's going to be hurt, and we don't necessarily know how long he's going to be out. I can kind of get why the panic is in, but you're absolutely right in the standpoint of there's teams in history who get healthy at the right time and make those runs. So as a fan, you're right to have some faith. Numbers wise, it's looking a little rough, but you don't play the game looking at numbers. So
Right. But that's what I was about to ask you. So, because the topic at hand is injuries and impact. So, with all of these injuries, like I said, you named a lot of the rest of it that I didn't. Who, which team do you think is going to be able to bounce back from its injury plague? Either I don't know whether to say the fastest or right on time, or who do you think is going to be able to bounce back? Me, I'm being biased, of course. I'm gonna go. I'm a root for my boys at the end of the day. As long as we, of course, like I said, as long as we got Lamar Jackson back there, we always got a chance. Uh, like I said, I really think that it's a wrap for the. I think it's a wrap for the Bengals. Even though, like you said, as a fan, you always got a shot. They actually started out hot with him. They won their first couple of games, but it's like, which is the worst? Which is the tale of two evils? Would you rather start out hot, win 2 games, boom, injury, then go on a losing streak, or go on a slight losing streak? You hurt, you banged up, then you start, chipping away, winning some games.
yeah.
My thing is,
I
I
think the
think,
Bengals is all. I don't think the Bengals defense is good enough,
yeah,
healthy, to do anything. So
but
I
that's
think that. So
yeah,
Joe Burrow was the only real shot that they had in terms of quarterback play. Now the
because you got to
team
think,
who can bounce back off an injury really is the Commanders, because
yeah,
they missing a lot of people. So I mean, like Laramie Tunsil got hurt early. Debo Samuel, they missing a few corners. Von Miller, they need him ready for the playoffs. It don't matter what he do in the regular season,
right.
but they just need him to playoffs.
Yeah, we need to get him on the show. He ain't doing
Right,
nothing.
right. Scary Terry hurt. Terry McLaurin hurt. He out. They need him bad. Jayden Daniels, it looks like he participated in practice, so they should be getting him back.
Yeah,
Noah
he's supposed to
Brown is
be
hurt,
scheduled to play this week.
so it's like Noah Brown is hurt. You got McLaurin hurt. You got Debo hurt. That's 3 wide receivers there, so that's bad. Darren Payne, defensive tackle, looks like he was limited, so we'll see whether or not he plays. But Tunsil being out, of course they're getting Daniels back, so that should be good. But so they're coming. He's coming back early enough to where if he can stay healthy throughout the season, which we'll see. They can bounce back now. Now
Yeah.
y'all can bounce back too. I put y'all at number 2 because it's just hard to keep quarterbacks like that out of the playoffs. Like you don't see many teams. Like I always say, this that teams regress back to the mean, just like numbers do, like playing a law of averages or whatever. You have some outliers, people who exceed expectations, like Daniel Jones and stuff like that, in terms of NFL. But then you got just look at the AFC North. Aaron Rodgers. Are we saying that Aaron Rodgers just gonna go on an unbelievable run and just maintain the lead in the division? Like it's possible, but the Bengals suck because Burrow's hurt. They don't have any offense like they used to. It'll be up and down. We can't score 13 points. So as the Cleveland Browns, just for people who listening for the first time, that's what my team is. We can't score. So it's like you get Lamar back, y'all can score, and if y'all defense can tighten up just a little bit, the division is there.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it like this, as far as Baltimore goes. Because, like I said, me personally, I think we'll be able to bounce back a little bit sooner. Uh, that's just me being a little bit biased because me looking at everybody else, it's like, all right, the Bengals, they like you said, they relied on Joe Burrow. They was relying on that offense. They spent all their bread on They said, look, as long as all we got to do is outscore you.
Right.
Defense, if y'all give us 2-3 stops a game, where we gonna go down here and put down points. But you ain't got Joe Burrow no more. So yeah, you still got your receivers, but you don't got Joe Burrow. You still don't have a good offensive line, and now you got a backup quarterback back there. So
Right.
I'm kind of, are they going to probably win some games? Yeah. Do I see them making it, creeping into the playoffs? No, I don't. The Dolphins, they were already not a real good team before Tyreek Hill went out. I think their chances still stay the same. You know what I'm saying? I don't see this swaying them, you know, anywhere. I think they're still exactly the same where they was at, which I didn't have them as a playoff team this year anyway. So I think this
Yeah,
right here
me
just
either.
makes it a little bit worse. And then you got the Giants and Neighbors. That sucks for Neighbors season, but as far as the Giants not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I
Nah.
think Tampa Bay can bounce back from their injuries just because of their division. I think they're going to still creep into the playoff just because they're their division. And then last, I don't how I don't know how San Fran gonna make it out.
Yeah, San Fran gonna have a tough time with that division too, only because you got L.A. the Rams in there, and the Rams. I think that they'll take that division, and Seattle is balling too. So I don't really know. And not to
Yeah,
say
that's what I'm saying.
Not
We
to
gotta
say
look at
Seattle is like this extra special team or nothing, but you dealing with injuries at San Francisco, dealing with these injuries, and then you got to run up against Seattle and LA, and LA is giving everybody problems. Like, yes, they lost to Philly, but it took a block field goal. Like, you know what I mean? It took a collapse
right.
and a block field goal. So if they just knuckle up, you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. So we looking at. So I was just looking at our schedule. Just like I said, that's what I said. If we could bounce back, we got the Texans this week, which but they're in the same boat as us. They 1-3 as well. So it's like, okay, that's a winnable game.
They don't have
Even
offensive.
though,
Their offensive line is way worse than it was last year too, and he was second in sacks. I believe he took the second most sacks last year. So that's saying
yeah,
something
but that
bad. Yeah,
I throw that up in the air because we last in getting sacks. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I feel you on that, but
But
I'd rather trust that would happen versus that offensive line is crazy over there. Just
yeah,
crazy,
nah. I mean, I gotta trust it. But I'm just saying, the
crazy bad.
Texans is a winnable game. Now, right after that, I think we go Rams. Then we go bye week. Then we go Bears. So it's supposed to be like a 2-3 week. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So they saying best case scenario, you set Lamar 2 weeks. We beat the Texans. We split. We beat the Texans. Lose to the Rams. We get a bye week. Boom. That's a good 3 weeks for Lamar to come back. A good month of rest. He can come back. That'll put us at what? 2-4.
Yeah, then you got that's where you got to start making around that. I think that bye week for y'all really is key with that Lamar Jackson injury because if he can come back, let's say he's out and then he comes back after the bye week to play. You said the Bears, right? Plays the
Yeah, we
Bears.
got
That's the
Texans.
perfect time.
Yeah, Arctic. No, yeah. That's what it is. It's
That's the
Texans,
perfect time.
Rams, bye week, Bears.
Yeah, because y'all play. Let's see. Hold on, wait a minute. I got the whole thing up. I'm going to go to team schedules. But so if y'all come back, and then on that bye week, and he's healthy for the Bears, that's really kind of ideal in terms of being able to get that extra rest. If y'all can get the dub, get a dub. You know what I
Right.
mean?
That's what I'm saying. We gotta take care. That's what I'm saying. We gotta take care of business. For at least one of these teams. And like you just said, the Rams is hot. The Rams is hot. So it's like if I gotta be optimistic about it, our shot is really on the Texans, but they also in a must-win situation. So it's
Yeah.
like when them teams is in desperation mode, you never know. We coming in with injuries. They got injuries. They not playing the. You know what I'm saying? They not playing up the park. But the only thing that they still got in their favor, they still got CJ Stroud back there.
Yeah, they
So
got CJ
we got
Stroud
Cooper
back there.
Rush, and
Yep.
I'm hoping and praying that these coaches that we have tailor the offense for Cooper Rush. Don't be out there trying to read options like Lamar Jackson back there. We're gonna have to run a different type of offense. You
Yeah,
know
they're
what
gonna
I'm
have to
saying?
run a different type of O for sure,
We're
and they're
gonna
gonna
have
have
to
to
control
buckle down
and run the
defensively.
ball.
Kyle Hamilton will really be key if he can get back for this particular game. So if he does play, because he wasn't out, but if he does play this game, like I said, it didn't say he was out; he just didn't participate. If he plays, you can move him around a lot and do what you need to do to kind of frustrate the offense a little bit. The problem is going to be whether or not because they have a good defense too. Let's not. I got to put that out there. That thought just flashed in my head. They got a pretty good defense too. So Cooper
Yeah,
Rush can't be out there confused. So it's going to have to be tote that rock, hold on to the ball. If you got to just throw,
we
if you
got
just got to check it down if you need to, get the
we got to
lead and
play
kill that
football.
clock.
Got to
Kill
play
that
football.
clock.
Got to play football.
Yeah.
That's control the clock, control the line of scrimmage, control the clock. Don't turn the ball over. Football. We gotta play football.
Yeah, because they susceptible. Kyle Van Noy, is he out this week?
I'm not sure if he's coming back this week or if he's still out. I haven't seen that report. As far as I know, as of right now, all of these niggas is out.
That'll be a big help for y'all if he can come back for this week. Just
Excuse me.
from where
all these ninjas, my bad.
just from where he bring pressure from or whatever. But yeah.
I thought about it after I said it. I'm like, oh man, I'm about to get cancer.
That's all good, bro. I'll bleep you out.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah.
Let me stop while I'm ahead.
Yeah, this is a podcast anyway. We ain't really
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, man, you know,
really
these podcasts, maybe let it go.
we ain't really censored. We just got a little more professionalism about ourselves.
Right, a little bit more cool. You know what I'm saying?
But it's all right, bro. But yeah, so yeah, y'all, I put y'all at number 2. I think that the Commanders is there, and then I'll have to say third would be the Buccaneers, because once they get their receiving core fully back, it's going to be a little bit of trouble over there in the NFC, because they got some beasts over there. And the fact that Abuka is over there doing what he's doing without the other two is wild to me. So yeah, but anyway, without the other two at full capacity, because I am aware Mike Evans was there initially, but he's just not there now. But anyway, so yeah, so that's cool. Moving along from injury and impact, we're gonna switch to the WNBA just briefly. Talk about the WNBA commissioner. She is under fire from alleged comments that she made. Nafisa Collier called her out after her press conference when she lost in the WNBA playoffs. So, did you see what was going on, or is this news?
Yeah, man. I did some research on it. I try to watch the WNBA when I can. I don't follow it as much as I would like to, because I just don't be paying attention on when them games is on, to be all the way real. But Yeah, man. Kathy, what her name? Engelbert. Sound like a Karen, but whatever. Uh, she she basically downplayed the players' contributions to the league, man. She's saying, hey, you should be grateful for what you do get. Like, we giving you crackers. Like, I don't know why you want steak. Like, hey,
which is
hold on,
which is a wild comment considering that you and we talk about this sometimes off air when we talk about governmental stuff, or even institutional stuff or whatever. It's the players who make. If you didn't have players, it wouldn't be a league. So it's like, what are you talking about?
it's simple. It's like, bro, if you're not providing for your, if the, I mean, I hope it would be a bad, it'd be a bad move if they did that. But if the WNBA went on straight, then what? You know what
which
I'm
is
saying?
which is coming because their CBA I think is over this month, the end of this month. So I
Yeah.
think a strike really is imminent for them. And here's the key factor: like you would think that a commissioner, which in the NBA you had David Stern help elevate the league when he saw how Jordan and everybody was coming up. You know what I'm saying? Elevated it, and then you see now Adam Silver with rule changes, trying to manipulate how the playoffs are being played with the play-in tournaments, trying to modify the all star games and stuff like that to see what they can do to make the league better. So it's like if you have somebody like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and now Paige Beckers, and you got these, and Asia Wilson, of course, is a beast. I got to put her name in there. You see these people, these women coming in, putting the work in. Caitlin Clark come in and shoot it up. You know what I'm saying? She shot it up. Everybody want to see Caitlin Clark play. So you see that happening. You got a new media rights deal. Cool. She said, I got the media rights deal. You got it. Good job. Now
But
let's
then she
elevate
also,
it some
after she
more.
said, but then after she
Right.
said that, she said you need to be lucky you got that. Like,
Right.
my
Right.
thing
Which is
is,
which is the part I was gonna get to. No, you need to be lucky that you was the commissioner. Like, chill
right,
out.
like hold on, like you talking about we are professional athletes that are not getting paid. Like, so these girls got to go overseas. Like, season just ended. Half of them probably on the plane right now going overseas to go get paid because other than that, they're gonna
Right.
pick up teaching jobs during the off season. I'm gonna see them at Walgreens. Hey, you like paper or plastic? Like, man, don't you hoop? Like, bro, it's the off season. We don't get paid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Which is what most leagues do. Like with new media rights deals, the new CBA comes. So once the new CBA come, you elevate the revenue sharing or profit sharing to the proportionately to what the players should make. It's like you start low. It's like you start a business. You ain't making that much money. You pay yourself what you can. Then you become a millionaire. Then you pay your business becomes profitable up to where you could be a millionaire. You pay yourself accordingly. It should be the same way with the WNBA. So I just don't understand
I think,
the dismissiveness. Like, oh, y'all should be grateful.
but like you said, though, girl, man, I respect. I don't want to miss how you pronounce her first name, Nafisha.
Nah, Nafisa.
Nafisa. Okay, Nafisa Collier. Like, I respect her for speaking up because she like, hey, listen. She told me flat out, we need to be lucky. This league, that the league operates on a control and power instead of collaborations. Like you said, you got Caitlin Clark that came in and took the league by storm. She putting fans in the seats. Paige Buckner's putting fans in the seats. All these girls coming out of college, the ones that already came out of college, and the ones that's coming in the future. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? We still Juju ain't hit the league yet. Like, hold on, it's still old girl from I can't remember her name. Old girl who she just transferred. They used to play for I think she played for Notre Dame last year.
Oh, I know you're
That
talking about.
guy.
I can't think of her name right now. I can't think of her name right now, but
Yeah,
yeah,
but I think she just
Juju
transferred.
Juju just said she's sitting out too. She got to sit out. But anyway,
But you know
that's
what I'm
another
saying?
story for
It's
another
like
day. Yeah.
you got this star talent. Like, it's not even back in the day. You had star talent. You had your Cheryl Swoops. You had your Cynthia Coopers. You had your Lisa
Lisa
Leslie.
Leslie's.
You know what I'm saying? But you couldn't bring in. It was a different time. It was a different era. It was new. It was different. Like, but
and they
now,
didn't and they did not have the TV coverage that they got today. So that's important.
right?
People
So it's
people
like,
really got to say
okay,
the eyes can't be on it like back then like it is now, because now ESPN is the major TV partner. And now it's to the point where Caitlin Clark came in. Now they playing games on the CW. So you know what I'm saying? If the One Tree Hill station, if the is playing it, the Smallville station is playing it, you know it's some traction. So
Yeah, speaking of Caitlin Clark, she in some controversy from I guess her last game or something like that, but whatever. But we talking about the commissioner. I think they said that the last little research I did, there it doesn't look like she's gonna step down, at least as of right now. But I think the way this is going, and depending on what happens after playoffs is over, I think they might have to, they might have to pack her up. You know what I'm saying? Get her up out of there. So
I think they eventually will, because I don't think the league can. I don't think the players can trust negotiations with a commissioner that that they don't trust. The WNBPA, let me say that, the Players Association, I don't think that they can have that trust while they negotiating with this particular person. Like, so if you going to the negotiating table, and you're going down to the negotiation table, and you got this woman who said y'all should be lucky, and I got to sit down and look across from you and negotiate, I don't really have faith that you going to operate in our best interest, or even because, well, she's not negotiating in their best interest, she's negotiating in the league's best interest. So that's already there, but not even gonna come to the middle, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but not even just that, because she said Collier was saying that she talked to her about the refs and the officiating. Like, man, officiating worldwide, sports wide, all sports it's been bad for the last couple of years easily. But specifically talking about the WNBA, she was telling her, like, hey man, this officiating is not good, man. We worried about the integrity of the game. We worried about player safety. And she basically told her to her face, like, man, only losers complain about the refs.
Right.
Like, I don't know what. Like, one, she low key cooked with that, because that's real. that is real.
It can be real, but also refs hold a big weight on the game.
But you gotta
appreciate
look
it consistently.
That's what I'm saying. They're inconsistent. All right, today this is a foul, but it's not a foul. Then the WNBA is a physical game. Sometimes I feel like they're a little bit more physical than the boys. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
yeah. So it's like,
now.
but you got this inconsistent refereeing, and it's like, yo, we're worried about our safety. We're not even talking about bread. We're just talking about consistent officiating, so we can play this game that we love to play. We've been playing this game since we was little kids. We didn't play high school, college, AAU, you know what I'm saying? Training camps, overseas. And we just want our game, our league officiated. We feel like we have one of the best league in the world. We feel like we're some of the best people in the world, but our officiating is terrible. Our leadership is terrible. And that's the last thing I seen from Collier, that she said we got the best players in the world, best league in the world, which of course everybody say that. But she said we got the worst leadership.
Yeah.
Like, we got no leadership. And it's like, that can make and break your organization. If the head person that doesn't have, now I can understand if we was in a time to where you had to be a control and power type of situation, but right now we trying to raise the price. We're not trying to lower nothing. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you need to talk to your players, especially these new ones coming in. Now, no disrespect to the vets that's already been there, but these young girls, young ladies rather, come in, and they first year, second year, third year, they balling. You know what I'm saying? But you still got to show love to some of your vets, like Asia Wilson. She the best player. She the LeBron of the women league. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, she's not the LeBron. She better than that. She like the Kobe.
Killing it.
She the Kobe. She ain't LeBron.
She a big center or whatever. So I had to put her up there with. I can't even say Hakeem the Dream because she got 4 MVP. She just
That's what
got
I'm
her
saying. She
fourth
balling.
joint. She on
You
her
know what I'm
own
saying?
category over there. But that's another thing too. I will say I watched the WNBA to watch Asia Wilson and now Paige Beckers. It used to be Diana Taurasi and like Maya Moore and those
Yeah.
type of players. I never turned
Skylar
on that
Diggins.
Skylar Diggins. Right, I never cut on an NBA game as of yet anyway to say, "Ooh, Caitlin Clark playing. Let me watch." That's just me, but I understand the numbers speak for themselves or whatever. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, back to get to what we was talking about real quick. I'm gonna just say this with the officiating thing. It's it can make the game hard to watch depending on what they call it. And I was or how they call the game. Like I told you a few years ago, probably like 4 or 5 years or something ago, I stopped watching men's college basketball for that particular reason. The officiating in there was like non-existent almost. It was like the game got sloppy. It's a lot of hacking. You can see the lack of fundamentals in the game, and then you see where. And I'm not saying this is every player, of course, because you see players rise up to the challenge and do big things, and it's getting better with the NIL, with the movement of player. Not even the movement, but the diversity of talent, meaning they go to different teams now because they can get paid from different teams. If I'm not gonna sit on the bench at Kentucky when I can go to St. John's and play. I'm not gonna sit on the bench at Duke when I can go play. I can go play somewhere else. I can go to Indiana and play now. Now I can go play. You know what I'm saying? I can play Ohio State or whatever. So the talent end up being more spread out, which will make the league more competitive, which will probably make me watch, especially as players start staying longer with the NIL. But the officiating made the game unwatchable for me. And so WNBA really got to get that fixed before that also becomes unwatchable. Is what I'm trying to get at with that. But
Right. That's the point. It's like you just got people to tune in. You know what I'm saying? You got people watching. You breaking records. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you need to ride that momentum up and not try to stop it. It seemed like Miss Engelbert is trying to stop the momentum and being like, no, we're getting too much notoriety. No, it seems like she's working against the plan. But hopefully they figure it out. Like you said, we'll see how this after these playoffs, after the finals go, how what happens, man. But it looks like you said, there might be in the either a strike or that commissioner might have to uh, take a step back, a step down.
yeah, and all will be well if they can come up with a proper agreement. But I'm rooting for the players in this sense. Of course, I don't think that the commissioner can make those type of statements and be. I don't think the commissioner can make those type of statements and then come to the negotiating table with any type of leverage. Like you really killed the trust. So
Right.
whatever happens with that, hopefully the players get what they deserve, and they fix the officiating to where it don't do what the NBA did, because I had to stop watching the NBA for a while. Let me say this too: the NBA's officiating gets. It seemed like it progressively get worse. Don't don't even start letting flopping in the game, please. Like I keep watching WNBA, just keep the flopping out of it, please. Nip that in the butt early. But anyway, that was a selfish thing right there. But all right, moving along from the WNBA, that was a good discussion there about that or whatever. We're gonna go back to the NFL. We're gonna go ahead and predict these primetime games. Starting off with tonight's game because it's Thursday evening while we predicting this, and we do this for our records, of course, as well. Normally we would be filming yesterday, but things happen. So anyway, 49ers Rams, who you got?
I got to take the Rams. They're healthy, like you had mentioned it earlier. They've been on the run. San Fran is banged up. No, the starting quarterback is not there. Plus, a lot of their receiving core is gone. Uh, unless McCaffrey can come out here and do something crazy, or people step up. Like they always say, next man up.
Right, one of them mini sayings I don't like.
I used to love that. Just real quick sidebar. I used to love that saying when I was in high school and semi pro when I played. It's like, hey, you always gotta be prepared. You know, keep working out. Work out with the ones and twos. Don't just be discouraged because you're not starting. You can always get your shot because when they call your number, you gotta be ready.
Right.
But now, bro, as a fan, as many times as I've heard that, like, bro, you third string for a reason, bro. You ass. Talk about next man up, bro. Because it suck. Like,
Facts.
we're not getting the same value of play talking about next man up.
Hey, hey,
I'm sorry.
I swear one day on extra we gonna talk about all these dumb sayings. We might do that today, matter of fact. 'Cause
Bro, like that.
that was hilarious. That's not the
John just
only
said that the other
trash
day.
saying though.
Bro, John just said that the other day, bro, and it irritated my soul so bad when he said it. Like, hey, you know what they say? Next man up. Susan, like, hey, shut up.
I wanted so bad in this game to find a reason to pick the 49ers, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I wanted to pick every reason to be like the Niners gonna pull it out. They not, bro. They
Right.
not. Stafford.
It might get ugly.
Yeah, it might get ugly. They defense will keep it respectable for a while, but yeah, it might get real ugly because yeah, the Rams is just one of them teams, man, where if they rolling on all cylinders, they can really beat anybody. And they got too many injuries. San Fran got too many injuries, man.
Yep,
So those
I
injuries
agree.
gonna come back and bite them, I believe. All right, next, Patriots and Bills.
I'm
Who you
taking
rolling on with?
the
Taking the Bills.
yeah, man. The Pats ain't making no noise.
Man, this is where I had to take a real sit down because I'm like division game, and everybody in divisions can play each other tough. The New England Patriots don't suck. You know what I'm saying? They don't suck. And maybe I'm just saying this because I want them to win, but I gotta take New England, bro. I'm gonna ride with New England. I'm gonna root for New England. Let me put it that way. I don't know, man. I could be wrong, of course. I'm gonna take the dog in this one.
Cool.
I want the Patriots to pull it
I'm
out.
gonna take
But
the
anyway,
dog. I'm gonna take the dog in the next one.
all right, cool. We got next one: Chiefs and Jaguars. If it'll
Yeah,
come
I'm
up
going
on.
Jags, man. Forget them Chiefs. I can't go for the Chiefs.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. This is another one I sat down and looked at. I didn't look at it as long as I looked at the other one. It's gonna be hard for me. It's gonna be hard for me to go against the Chiefs in this one, just because they got the dub last week. This week they could fall back to how they was playing before. They still don't have Rasheed Rice, so they might come out a little bit different. And then, not gonna lie, Jacksonville look all right. You know what I'm saying? They offense looking good, defense looking okay. So they
The
might do
defense is
something.
better than ours.
They had that's true, but I wasn't gonna go there. I wasn't gonna go there, but they got a chance, man. I'm gonna just go with the Chiefs. I think they might have found something, and we'll see if that's true or not, or whatever from there. So we both got the Rams. You
You
got the
taking the
Bills.
Pats?
You got the
I'm
Bills. I
taking the
got the
Bills.
Patriots. And then I got the Chiefs, you got the Jags. So we really split there. Next week we'll come back and tell y'all what the record is. I might even make a little graphic for it just so we can
Uh,
keep up with it.
quick sidebar, man. And
Yeah.
this just for you, bro. I know your boy. Well, not your boy. Y'all started Dylan Gabriel in London this week, bro. Just a little quick stat that I'm pretty sure that you know, but just for the people. So the people.
Go ahead, bro.
The Browns quarterbacks in their first start is 0-16.
Yeah, just like we was that whole year before Baker got there.
And Dylan Gabriel is a 41st quarterback since
Crazy.
what?
You know, bro, they started the kicker jersey for us too. We got we got the we got
Oh,
the
man.
quarterback jersey. It would do with Gabriel added on to it, and now we got a kicker jersey since Dawson.
Oh, man.
That's trash. That's
But
crazy.
yeah, man, I just had this. I seen that little side. I seen that little
Yeah.
tidbit earlier, man. I'm like, oh man, let me write this down for the people. I know Bro ain't gonna want
Here's
to.
I'll tell you about this too though, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm happy Flacco getting benched though. I don't like nobody losing their job, of course, but as a fan of the team, he got to sit down, man. And sometimes he hit people in the hands and they drop the ball. That's not his fault. But he missed some wide open throws, man, for the past like 2-3 games, bro. He was missing. Isaiah Bond got open on one, was big, it was big overthrows. So I'm like, all right, maybe if Dylan Gabriel can come in here, maybe we'll see a little bit of what they see. We just look like we just need a new arm in there. But yeah, I knew that. 0-16, it's cool.
Yeah, I was just saying it for the people, you know.
We be cool how we be cool. All right, moving on, bro. Now it's time for the segment where we just talk about anything. It's the extra sheet. But yeah, so man, we might as well go in on that. Go in on his sayings, bro, because that was hilarious, bro. Brian, one of the ones I hate is day in and day out, bro.
Yeah, man, day in and day out, bro.
That kills me, bro.
At the end of the day gonna end.
I'll be like, it's the most nonsensical. And the funny thing is, I don't mind like colloquialisms and stuff like that, or little sayings and stuff, hood sayings, or even sayings that they make up. I don't mind them, but they say it every single segment. Every segment
on ESPN, they all say the same thing, day in and day out. You have to show up. You have to be every. If you watch one show on ESPN, you didn't already watch them all because they're all saying the same thing.
And NFL Network, and they favorite saying on there now, they just added a new one: force multiplier. You got to be a force multiplier. I'll be ready to, bro. I turn it off every time, like day in and day out, off.
And he's an athlete.
Kills me. Why not just say every day? At the end of every day,
everybody's an athlete. They're all athletes. Like, we're talking about football here. Everybody on that field is an athlete. Fool.
He's an athlete.
Yeah, he's an athlete. Like,
hey, they're not gonna get on there like he's not an athlete. He's a sandwich maker. Like, bro, he's an athlete. We know. Like, hey, day in and day out, he's an athlete. He got to show up, bro. Day in and day out. Like, come on, man.
So right here with the C-Cast, bro, we try not to use, you know,
all of these goofy sayings, bro.
All of these sayings that you hear every day as you guys watch y'all sports information and sports news. So maybe you can stop watching them and start watching us.
Yeah, you're getting it directly. You're getting it directly for some real guys, bro. You see, we at the grid.
You know what I'm saying?
We at the grid. The last thing I wanted to talk about since we all here with the extra is movie and show recommendations, bro. Anything you checked out that you rockin' with?
Right now I've been slowly digging into my anime journey. I was gonna let you know because I know you got the another show as far as doing the Animaniacs. Yeah. So I slowly been on my anime. I just finished Black Clover a while ago, which that's about to drop. I want to say that either it's about to come up in a couple of weeks or it might be like a month or two off. I think that next season that's about to come out here pretty soon.
I think it's this month.
Yeah, I think so. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, the month just changed, so I think it's coming up here pretty soon. That's coming out. I've been watching Ippo. Boxing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching that. That's cool. That's something I didn't, start watching. Other than that, man, I haven't really seen nothing else. I know I'm trying to get ready to show my oldest. I know she wants to see. Speaking of anime, she wanted to see Demon Slayer, the movie.
Yeah, I gotta go see that too.
Yeah, so and there's some other stuff, some other animes and people that recommended that I wanted to check out. I heard about Solo Leveling. I wanted to check out. It was something else I just seen last night. I can't remember the name of it off the bat, but it looked all right. So I was like, I told my oldest, I was like, hey man, I might have to call Uncle Ciege to see if I can get his information for his Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I'm in there.
But yeah, other than that, man, that's nothing else I actually seen so far. As far as like big movies, I know we're probably about to see Weapons. I haven't
Okay.
heard too many people talk about that. That's a movie that I wanted to check out. And then it's Halloween time. It's October, man. So as far as this month, I gotta me. I love my spooky season. Me and my wife usually pick a category. We're not really a category. What am I trying to say? A franchise. We try to pick a
Oh yeah,
franchise every now and again and just binge as many as we can, whether it's in order or just watching them just to be watching them. I know a couple years ago, one day we sat down and ordered some food, made some appetizers, some adult apple cider, and sat there and watched all the Saw movies back to back. you know, and so other than that, that's usually what's probably about to go down for me within this next month. Because like I said, October, spooky season. I always try to get my scary movie on.
for sure. Yeah, man. A lot of those shows you named are pretty good. Solo Leveling, I'm done with that. Of course, Black Clover, I was done with that. Uh, I ain't seen Epo yet, but that is in my queue. And then,
Epo is decent. It's like as many movies and shows and animes that we don't watch over the years. You kind of know what's going to happen, but for right now, for me, it's just something to cut on. Like I don't know what else to watch. You know what? I'm gonna just throw on Epo real quick, watch a couple of episodes.
yeah, that's pretty. That's that one that I'll have to check out. Of course, I'm up to date all on One Piece. Finished all the Boruto stuff. Finished all that. I do want to go see the Demon Slayer movie, of course, but I'm watching Blood Zeus on Netflix. Man, that's a good show. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I never
So I've been
checked it out,
watching
man. I
that.
always scroll past it, but I never hit play on it. So I might have to
Yeah,
check that out. I'm gonna
you
put that
gotta
on my
check that
list.
out. That's pretty good. You will like that, bro. It's kind of along the line. It's like animated a little like Baki Hana, but it's like not as the lines ain't as rigid. It's not as tough looking. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Hey, I
As far
mess
as
with Baki,
Baki,
man. Baki was out here whooping.
yeah.
Just just
So
just
yeah,
so he can beat it, just so he can get strong enough to beat his daddy up.
right. So yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching.
That's what it's all about, kids. Get strong enough to whoop your daddy at one point.
That's why. That's crazy. Here at Sports Entertainment and Extra, we do not support violence.
No, but I do
I do
support
support
kids
I
trying
do
to.
support defending yourself though.
Yeah, man. Let these kids know. I know when I was a kid, I tried to fight my dad when I was a kid. I wasn't no Baki though.
Thanks, man. So yeah, watching that. It looked like according to comicbook.com, just real quick because I was looking it up, Black Clover is supposed to be coming back October 30th.
Okay, so
But
the
that's
end of the month.
according to that specific site though. Once I get inside of my anime apps, they have a calendar on there I can check because one other site said it wasn't supposed to come back until next year, but I'm looking at two different sites that they both say October. So it looks like October 30th.
Okay.
Yep.
And I think, and if I'm not mistaken, there I just thought about. I think Stranger Things is finishing up towards the end of this year too. I think that come out next month and then around Christmas.
All right, bet on. So that's something to look forward to too. So yeah.
So I know I was. As a matter of fact, that is one. I know it is coming. The next season starts next month around. I want to say it's around Thanksgiving, and then they following it up the finale a month later around Christmas. So my plan was to go back and I might start binging that now for this month. Start watching Stranger Things just so I'm up to date on everything by the time that one dropped.
Cool. Yeah, so that's cool. So y'all listen to y'all seeing what shows E recommended. I just dropped y'all in there with what I was watching now, which is Blood Zeus. I got a few more things I'm watching that I keep track of, but we'll talk more about those on other shows later on, in the year as we keep on progressing. Hopefully every week we ain't nobody sick. We can pop up back on here, let y'all know what's going on in these different leagues. Oh, I do got to say thank you to the Cincinnati Reds. Great season y'all got in the postseason. Now next time, can we please get a dub? not one dub, but we need a series dub. We ain't had a series dub since 1995. That's wild, but at least y'all made it to the playoffs. So thank you for the Reds. I appreciate that because these Browns looking rough. but yeah, Cavs, come on with it because I need you. But all right, bro. So yeah, anything else you want to say before you get off here?
No, not right now. I don't have nothing extra.
Cool. All right, everybody. It's been Sports Entertainment and Extra Sheet. We appreciate y'all. Y'all stay careful out here. Stay safe. And, love everybody. A lot of respect. I don't even. Let's go Dylan Gabriel. All right. We out.